As we work our way down the front straightaway, GGA Astro leads them to green, and we are underway here at Indianapolis.
Flags out and away we go.
Towers
Now,
taking a look already, not quite there, and he's gonna shuffle a little bit back here. Dropping on, Kobe gets loose off of turn 1. Very
got a
nice
little bump
save
from
as we
Stewart
got
behind.
most of the field single file, but we are getting 2, possibly 3 wide a bit further back there. I think that's about 7th place on back or so, is 3 wide.
A lot of drivers narrowly avoiding contact. Actually, some pretty clean racing coming out here.
VM Silver, after starting 7th up to 4th, now drops back to 5th, and he just barely avoids getting put into the wall by Reflex. Cactus now looking up the inside of Reflex here as he couldn't make a pass on Silver. And we got a car around on the back coming off of turn 4. I think that's just a single car. They should
Only
be able
one
to keep
car.
Green.
Yes,
it might have been 2, actually.
Even 2 wouldn't cause a
Yeah,
caution.
I think that's a caution. There was like 3 cars spinning.
And that's
3
Frodo.
than it would.
Alright, so Frodo has been spun around off of turn 4. It appears they are still moving, so I think it is still green.
Yeah, I think we are still under.
We are
green
still
flag
green
running.
here. That will probably be our first. So the way the caution count works, I'm sorry if this hasn't ever been properly explained. The way I've come to understand it, it's 2 two-car incidents where, yeah, 2 two-car wrecks or 1 3-car pileup is the ruling, I believe. As Stewart throws it into the outside wall of turn 4. Kobe now back up to 3rd place here.
Lots of smoke as Cobra spins.
Towers. That was... Yes, that was Cobra there. That spun out off of turn 4.
More spinning, or more smoke as Silver goes sideways. Lots of cars losing control here. Not too surprising because you're trying to carry a lot of speed through these 90-degree left-handers. Quite hard to keep your rear in a right place.
Boy with a mega run on the outside going for 10th place. He's going to have goodness gracious. Deed Spearman going into turn 3. Time Galaxy tried sending it around the outside, not quite there. And as the 34 Camry now stuffs it up the inside of Pat's Boy here.
Oh, Scroll
and
chucks
Time
Reflex into
Galaxy
a
out
wall.
of nowhere. And he's going to make about 4 overtakes in the span of 1 straightaway here.
What
and
great
Panda's now up
positioning
the
there.
looking to make a pass. He's going to just stick it behind and keep 11th as we are 3 wide. Pat's Boy nearly squeezed Deed and timed into turn 1 and 2.
Over to 3 wide again.
Still 3 wide. Still 3 wide. All pretty respectful racing to be said. They are 3 wide. Panda now pushing Pat's Boy. Pointy Scroll in that AMC Matador.
Oh, we have AMC back again.
11th. AMC.
Let's see if we go 3 wide again.
They are still 3 wide. Panda's hard on the wall. Pat's Boy in the wall. They are still 3 wide behind. This time with time and racing
this
Jason
is like
up
a
to 11th.
7-car pack.
Jason up to 11th after starting dead last. He is a very quick one around this speedway. I would keep your eye on him as he continues to work his way through the pack. I guarantee you he has another couple positions by the end of this lap. 20 Scroll
leading the outside pack.
Up to 34. He runs it wide. Jason, 3 wide. Contact. Jason's going to be able to... Jason is in 8th by the time they get onto the back straightaway. And Time Galaxy bullies his way back up into the top 10.
So they're all going single file.
Meanwhile, back up front, Towers has dropped off of Astro by a little bit of a margin. It looks like Kobe is now starting to pull in. Towers now in the wall. He's going to keep it going straight, though. And Kobe is closing in at a rate of knots now as they come down the front straightaway here. Across the line into turn 1, Kobe takes a peek. Not quite there. That's going to stall out all his momentum now as he gets caught up in the dirty air. That said, Towers just hits the wall. Kobe looks to the outside. Not quite going to do it. Going to try a switchback move. That's not a move that you traditionally see here other than IndyCar. But Kobe is just sitting quite in his draft, in Towers' draft.
Try to stick a wheel in his bumper.
Into turn 3.
Not going to get too far with that move, but as long as he sticks in the slipstream and keeps the speed advantage going. To be honest, if I was in Kobe's position here, I would try to bump draft to try to catch up with Astro, who is currently taking advantage of the fighting.
Kobe has tagged the wall off of turn 4. He seems to be fine though. He's just dropped a little bit ways back. He should now have clean air to the nose though, so he should be able to close right back in and maybe, if he times the move right, get past Towers here.
Didn't account for that extra speed he would gain off that straight. Just tag the wall a bit. Happens.
Meanwhile, it looks like our next closest battle is the battle for. I believe this might be the battle for. Nope, it is now the battle for 11th as Pointy has hit the wall in the AMC. Deed now closing in that number 34 Rockstar Toyota. Right up to the back bumper. Pointy gonna shove him into turn 3. Both drivers keep it going straight for now. Deed just barely keeps it out of the outside retainer wall. Back down
actually
to the inside.
staying.
Now he's going to get the cutback. Pointy's running wide. Deed is going to get him cleared going down the front straightaway.
Overspeed advantage, just completely taking over there and giving him that position. Now this pack we had together is actually sticking together rather well with slipstreams. We actually do have quite the train here for the battle for 11th.
And it looks like we got a battle for 4th now. Stewart has been caught by, I believe that's Green. Yes, that is Green's in 5th now. The Home Depot Ford are now coming under pressure from the Miami Chevy.
Ooh. Too wide going through the final corner.
Green's
gonna
inside
take the
now.
position.
He's going to have him cleared.
But the Home Depot is going to have the slipstream coming down the front straight. Will that be enough speed advantage to keep him in the battle? Stewart here in the 99.
Quite gonna be enough here as they both scrape the wall going into turn 1. Stewart though runs it very wide through there. That's not the line you want if you want to carry momentum. And it looks like Kobe has actually already passed Towers for 2nd here, and he's now pulling away, trying to close down Astro.
Now, actually fighting for position here. Not what I would be doing in an oval race, but fair play to all of them. Indianapolis does have some braking zones, so there's at least some time to be gained in not being in dirty air, so we'll see how it plays out.
Meanwhile, we've been talking about how quick Jason is at this track. Yeah, he's already gone from last to 6th in 10 laps of green flag racing.
Woof is all I'll say to that. Even though he is now stuck in the middle of nowhere. So he will not have any advantage or disadvantage. Just his own pace.
I would like to make an argument that he's in a complete advantage right now because the last thing he wants is to be caught up in dirty air behind another car going through any of these corners. His raw pace in general will carry him right up into the slipstream of another car.
I think what Jason's hoping for right now is a caution to bring the leaders into play. Because I think he's got the pace to get past the leaders. He just needs to actually get close to them. Because right now, Astro is way too far out to actually be within grasp.
If it's a caution you want, then it's about 13th on back where you want to look, because Silver has dropped back to 13th, not entirely sure why. He just made a pass on Tex for that position, who is seems to be understeering quite a bit here. There's a lot of smoke from tire scrub coming through the car, and we got a car very slow in turn 3 and 4. Or turn 3, yeah, that is Venom Speed has gone around in turn 3. He's...
Yeah, Venom Spider is off the track with...
He was playing it very dangerously to all the other cars. I'm gonna quickly take a look to see, does he have damage on right now?
No.
Nope, there's no...
He's on cosmetic only.
I think we might have an
I think
engine
he's just
failure.
retired.
Yep, he is parked up in the middle. Yep, and there he goes. We have lost Venom.
First retirement.
Panda is now sitting in last place, as it were. Meanwhile...
Not a great race for the GRL owner. Now our pole sitter here in a battle for 14th currently with Tex and Frodo. Going 3 wide down the back straight.
Astro is our pole sitter. He has been leading this entire event.
Oh yeah, right. I'm probably confused.
That said,
yeah, I'm confused with yesterday's race. Too much commentary in one time.
That said, Kobe has seemed to have dropped back. Not entirely sure what happened to him. He's now battling Greens for third. Jason is now up to fifth, having passed Stewart. He's now closing in on those two.
Green's actually making up a
Uh,
lot of time now, having a battle for third.
Timed and Cactus, two very close friends and rivals, are battling for seventh and eighth. Those two Toyotas looking to have a strong day. You know, at top 10 run, it's not bad for the two of them. Meanwhile,
No.
further behind them, Reflex and Deed. Reflex in that beautiful Spotify paint scheme, trying to hold off Deed in that Rockstar Toyota.
Oh yes, Spotify, an app I had 156,000 minutes on last year, don't ask why.
As Reflex looks to be pulling away a little bit now. And as we say that, Kobe also seems to be pulling back away from Greens. Maybe he had a slight altercation with the wall, or maybe it was because he got caught up with, who was it? The retiree. Who was that? I'm not entirely sure. I've
No,
already
I
forgot.
think ever.
This is great.
I mean, ever since I've started commentating at GRL, I've never seen a cleaner race. Oh, just as I say that, someone almost gets spun in a 3-wide battle, but ignore that. No, 16 laps and no cautions. I'm impressed. There's actually been some really close pack racing going on, too.
So Frodo, having spun out on the first lap, is back up to 12th, fending off Aero Cobre. Those are the two, I don't want to say main title rivals, but after a few points penalties here and there across the season, Frodo is still on the back foot with 3 rounds to go here. And after this race, only 2. Those being Suzuka East and Homestead once again, which, by the way, folks, I'm not sure if it's been announced yet, but it is now. The season finale at Homestead will be a feature-length race. 267 laps around the 1.5-mile oval.
What?
That is an equivalent length to what the NASCAR Cup Series runs in real life. 400 miles of hard-fought racing here on Forza Motorsport 7.
Me as a
And you're-
commentator, this is the first time hearing this. What?
It's been on the schedule since the season started, so...
And you think I've looked at the schedule?
Well,
Well, prepare the 5-gallon jugs of honey tea for that.
nah, it's all Arnold Palmer's for me. So...
I don't think acidic lemon is good for your throat.
it's actually quite good. It's iced tea, primarily. Meanwhile, as we've been
Back to the race.
as we've been bantering about drinks for the whole for Homestead, Greens. Speaking of Miami, Greens in that Miami Chevy is caught right back up to Cobra in that. You know, we might as well drink some Pepsi because Kobe's so
What?
Kobe running
What?
third, right?
Oh yeah, right. He has
Kobe's-
a Pepsi sponsor.
There you go. So as Kobe tags the wall, Green's up the inside now, going into turn 4, and there's a screen freeze for you.
I keep hearing sputters from Powers every now and then. he's just there in the background.
So we got a battle. Yep, I was just about to get to that. So as we got a battle for third, Astro's closing in on Pandas, who's about to go a lap down here as we run lap 19. Or lap 18, sorry. I've got to remember that we did a pace lap, and Forza's lap counter is weird.
Indianapolis,
So-
definitely not being Panda's favored track here.
Well, fortunately enough for Astro, Panda just lets him through. No reason to really fight him off right now. So Astro's going to
Definitely not.
continue building that on that lead. Kobe's still holding on to third, so that's good for him. Green's not really able to capitalize on a couple of mistakes here and there. Jason, meanwhile, just that great white shark in the water, just lurking behind, just waiting for a mistake. You can hear the Jaws music playing right now.
It was just about.
Stewart runs 6th as he's got Time Galaxy behind him in that Reams Toyota, chasing down the number 99 Home Depot Ford. I will say kudos to the guys who run these cars because most of the paint schemes on these things are absolutely beautiful. If best looking car on the grid is not part of the GRL awards, then it needs to be, and I will be starting a petition for that.
I'll be writing
Just
these
so you
down.
know.
Don't worry.
Most likely, and I will be submitting my own entries for this, for
And
that
have up to
award.
3.
Seriously?
That's what I'm gonna do. Have
What
up
was
to
that?
3, and then they get voted for the final.
There you go. So Stewart and Timed running 6th and 7th. They've got a small battle. Cactus running 8th. Kind of just in clean air right now, not really doing much.
Timed
Yeah,
actually
Kobe.
went for the
spread out
move
here.
down into 3 and 4. Got down the inside, got a little bit loose, tapped the side of Stewart, had to back out of it.
Yep, we had that, and Greens has cleared Kobe for 3rd place now, and he's actually pulled away a little bit, so that's good for him. Towers is now gonna have to deal with lap traffic in Demon Lord and Pandas, and nope, it looks like Towers is already pitting. Towers comes in for the first stop of the day. He is the first lead lap car to pit anyway.
Wow, the early pit strategy.
You know what? This might actually be inside the window to make this on what? Well, everyone's gonna have to do a 2-stop here. The fuel window is round about 28 laps,
Yep.
so it should be a relatively easy 2-stop. So this should be right inside the window for it. Pitting a little early, try to get the tire advantage on
You could
everyone.
be waiting for a caution. You
gotta-
just gotta see when
Yeah, I
the
also
Astro
think the
pits.
tower strategy. Yeah, pit early, get into open air, wait for a caution, pit then to lose as little time as possible.
Meanwhile, Pointy Scroll in the AMC is also coming in. Followed Towers into the pits. That said, he has now gone a lap down though in the pits.
I think Tower's pit might cause a flow of pit stops to start happening.
Well, he's down to 16th and is about about 3/4 of a main straightaway in front of Astro right now. So that is about the pit stop gap. Plus a little
Makes
more
sense.
because of the gap he had to Astro in the first place. Stoke seems to actually be closing in a little bit on Towers here. So maybe fresh tires not the way to go quite yet because Stoke had a massive run off at turn 4. Not quite going to get to him going into turn 1, but he got pretty dang close. Silver running 12th right now, sorry. And that number 36 BB&T paint scheme. Another really nice looking car. That is very clean. I do approve of that a lot. Bud Boy running 11th. Deed Speeman running 10th. And Frodo, through the pit cycle, is working his way up to 9th, trying to get around the outside of Reflex going into turn 1. Not quite going to get there. He's going to let off. Give Reflex a little bit of a shove here going through turn 1. Going to run a very tight line through turn 2. That might compromise his run into the back straightaway here as we get another screen freeze. And
Yeah, Frodo here, definitely keeping it too wide with Reflex on the outside. I was looking at. Ooh, more
Wait a
people are
minute.
pitting, eh? I was looking at the wrong screen earlier.
Boys,
What?
I think
Did you
we just
lose
lost
it?
Frodo. I think we just lost Frodo.
No!
was-
No! Yep, Frodo DNF.
Frodo has had an engine failure. 4th place in the championship might be up for grabs for whoever's in 5th. I don't know if one of you guys want to check the
that's-
point standings right now, coming into the app. Frodo has just texted in the chat, DC'd. He is done for today. What a shame.
Oh.
I had wondered why Forza kicked me off his viewing screen. That would be why. Engine failure for the number 14 Ford. So that opens up the gap a little bit more for Aero Cobra now, as he is running. I gotta find him again. 18th. Although I think he did pit earlier.
Yeah, that's definitely a pit.
Alright, so he pit earlier in that number 2 target car. Looking to get a lap back on Cactus here up the inside. No, he's gonna let him have that one. And although Cactus is gonna run very high in turn 2, that might just cover the run he needs on the number 23 Mobile 1 car.
Oh, wow.
Yep. But is Jason 5th in points coming into this week? Alright. So
We
yeah,
need
even
the,
if Jason had won the
powered by
next 3
AWS.
races, he was not winning this championship.
We need
So
our powered by AWS live drivers championship.
A lot of cars come at pits now. As
Oh.
I think.
I thought you meant
We have a
pile up. I
very-
went, wait.
I'm sorry about
that
that.
said, we do have a large gaggle of cars here. Kobe is back up to second.
Astro,
Trying
close
to
back.
get past Pandas here because he's technically a lap down still. 10th place and a lap down, by the way, just for reference.
Oh, the leader pits.
As Astro does pits, that's going to give a lot of people their laps back. Kobe is going to follow him in very late. Kobe now pits green. Also follows him in. So Astro, Kobe, Green, Stewart does come into pit.
See if Jason comes in.
Next car due to pit. Currently in a ding-dong battle with
currently in a
GGA Towers
battle
around
with
the
Towers.
outside
Jason
of
doesn't
turn
have to
3.
pit.
What a power move from Jason!
Jason doesn't have to pit.
On the outside of GGA Towers.
Wait, yeah.
In turns
Jason
3 and
already
4.
pit.
He gained some time.
Jason. That's right. Jason was
Jason
one
up
of the
into
early pitters.
fourth.
Jason's up to 4th. A bunch of cars coming out of the pits now. He might pick him off because he's going to have a lot of momentum coming down the back straightaway here.
Pit strategy actually mattering in a Forza race? I'm amazed.
He might not get to greens, but he's going to be pretty dang close now as he rockets down the back straightaway at an extra 50, almost 30 mile an hour.
I don't know if
Over
Towers
greens, he's
decides
still
to
getting up
bump.
to speed.
Oh, he won't. But
Jason little tag with the wall, but he goes defensive into turn 4. Towers going to try the same round the outside power move that Jason did on him. Not going to work.
Towers gonna hold
Jason's
it behind
gonna run away.
Pandas sliding into the pits.
Yep, no, that was Pandas just going around off of turn 4.
Oh, wow.
Astro gained a lot of time coming
we
out
are
the pits.
We are still green. Jason closing in rapidly on 3rd place here in
Astro
for,
hanging
D's.
on to the lead after the pits.
Meanwhile, back in 6th, we still have that very nice tasty battle between Stewart and Timed. Apologies if you were hearing a dog
So
in the
good, even the
background.
dog enjoys it.
Yep, my bad. You know what? It's fitting because the dog's name is Indy, and we're at Indianapolis.
I figured that was on purpose.
Little bit. Meanwhile, Cactus runs 8th, kind of just in on his own. We got a very nice battle between Deed and Reflex. Reflex got a nice run off of turn 4, just barely keeps it out of the wall though. Gonna fall a little bit back though because that air bubble just pushed away that 30. Yeah, just pushed away the 34 car.
Aerodynamics in NASCAR? What is this?
Yeah. Oh, we got a bunch of cars around. That's 3 cars up against the outside wall there. That looked like Pointy, Silver,
Oh.
and couldn't tell who that other one was. It looked, is that actually
That-
Bug Boy around?
that-
Yes, that. Oh, Bug Boy corrects Kobe.
whoa! This has got to be a caution.
Well,
That.
Oh,
for
we have
sure,
a,
that
we
is
have
a
an
caution.
on-track commentator.
And GGA Astro has slowed down. Caution is out for the first time here today on lap 30.
That turned
Towers
very
actually
dangerous.
got caught up in that big wreck as well.
Yeah.
When trying to pass through, one of the cars is still spinning, caught him and chucked him into the inside wall.
Oof.
Remember, everyone, sim racers don't slow down for yellows. It's a sign of weakness.
We call this the GRL NASCAR Cup Series. Realistically, this is more the GRL NASCAR ARCA Series.
Arca brakes, Arca brakes.
Exactly.
They don't always work, despite what you may see.
We're kind of to lap 31, right?
And also, hang on, all of this and Jason's in second?
After that massive pileup, if he got through there clean, yeah, he would be in second place.
Yeah, Aaron, what were you saying about Jason not wanting a caution?
I didn't say Jason didn't want a caution.
Yeah, he was saying if he needed one, they had a pack that was going, but turned out it was clean. Now it's
Honestly, with his pace,
not late
he
enough
might have
to
taken him a
actually-
little bit longer to get up there, but he's now up there, so...
and
I expect Jason to be a really dominant force now for the rest of this race.
Jason might have a last to first win here. That'd be nuts. Astro in chat, would somebody clip the Jason Towers overtake lol? Might not have, and if so, and it was good, well, sucks to be us, I guess. Anyway, under caution, couple cars in the pit lane, probably accident cars. Getting shuffled to the back. Car flying up around the outside.
But then because they were involved in caution, they have to go to back to field anyways, I think.
Yeah, but who is that flying up around the... That's Kobe. Why was he... Yeah, I was gonna say, he definitely does not get those positions back. He was involved in that accident.
Yeah, just little instructions going on.
Little instruction of all the drivers going, what the...
So it appears pit road will be open this time around, as we
Technically.
come around to start lap 32. So,
Technically,
to
yeah.
give you a little running order after that colossal chaos that came off of turn 4, Astro still leads, Jason in second after working his way through there. Arca brakes worked for him. Greens runs third, Stewart fourth, Time Galaxy fifth, GGA Towers sixth, Cactus 7th, Deed Speeman 8th, GGA Reflex 9th, Big Tex 10th, Patsboy 11th, Aero Cobra 12th, TK Stoke 13th, Pony Scroll 14th, and Kobe.
And the drivers in the pits?
You
No,
might want
I
to
Kobe
change
is
strategy
part-
just a little bit.
Oh yeah, Stewart's in the pits.
Kobe seems to be parked up on the back straightaway 15th. D2G Budboy runs 16th here, and Panda's 17th. VM Silver 18th. Not a great day for him, but we'll see if he can work his way back up the grid
Alright.
here on this restart.
Fellow
And
commentator,
Demon Lord runs 19th.
Yeah, also not a great day for him. He is getting his lap back though, so we'll see.
I think we'll be starting on lap 33, right?
What lap is the
I
final
would
lap?
assume.
32. Next lap.
We're getting to that, guys. We're getting to that. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, pits
What lap it was?
are open.
It is lap 33.
33.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So, Astro is first. We just have cars coming around trying to get their laps back under this
Wait,
pit
wasn't
cycle.
lap 33 supposed to be the special one?
We're getting to that. Relax. We know what we're doing. Just relax. That's next lap.
Definitely, we always know what we're doing here at GRL
Yeah.
Commentary.
Pandas has caught back up. He is running 15th. Kobe is 16th. Silver 17th. Sorry. Demon Lord 18th, and Bud Boy 19th. And
Cobra and Kobe being in the same race is a bit confusing.
Kobe is apparently Kobe was third at the time of caution because he just got his position back to third. So
Really?
I guess we'll go with it.
Sure.
We're gonna go with it. All right. So as they come off turn 4 to start the green flag lap here on lap 33,
yes,
just want to take
technically, isn't
this. Yes, we were tragically informed yesterday that VM Silver's uncle had passed away this past Sunday. So at this time, it appears we are not going green. But at this time, we'd like to take a lap of silence in his memory. Once again, we thank you all for your cooperation in this lap of silence as we return to green flag racing here. Astro once again leads Jason, who takes a quick peek to the inside. And as we end our lap of silence, we would just like to ask that all of you watching at home do say a prayer for VM Silver and his family. Coming down the back straightaway now, Jason with the draft from greens. Trying to take a quick peek at Astro now as they come through turns 3 and 4. Just want to make sure that the rest of the guys in my booth can actually hear me. Okay, great. Now,
Yes, you
my
have
Discord
you
didn't
have
crash,
successfully
that would-
unmuted.
Yep, great. Just making sure that my Discord didn't crash on me like it has the past
Also,
couple days, because that
My
would
mic
have been
was
really
making
awkward.
background noise, was it?
No, you were not making background noise from what I could
Okay,
tell,
because
so fortunately, lap of
For some
silence is
reason,
all good.
Discord was picking something up, and like my mic was muted, so I was like, "What the hell is it picking up?"
No, you're
But
fine.
no, we're
No
we're
idea.
good.
No idea. We're moving on. Jason
Anyway,
now
back
closing
to
in
the
on Astro.
NASCAR race.
Jason closing in on Astro. Momentum killed a little bit because someone's spoiler was just dropped on the track. So not. Oh my goodness, he's going to try the move anyway as he goes through turn
Whoa!
3 and 4.
Dipping two
Tags
wheels
the
on
wall,
the
paid the
grass.
price anyway. Green's
Green's
now
now with the
trying to
momentum.
make the move on the outside. Not quite going to get there. Jason runs it all the way back out to the outside. Cars in the wall further back, but we are still moving. We do have one car slow in turn 3. It looks like that's Deeds. Yep, that is Deeds Speeman. Slow in turn 4. And we got the AMC car of, who's this? Pointy Scroll sideways with Panda. Silver now up to 15th after taking advantage of that. And we got a couple more cars sideways. That's Pointy Scroll. Nearly getting spun around in turn 2.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back up front, Jason still getting hounded by greens here as they come off of turn 3.
It seems under that caution lap, they fixed Kobe, and he's had to start from the back of the field again.
Yes, thank you for that clarification.
Because yeah, I was definitely gonna say he's definitely involved with a spinning car, and then caution got thrown. At least
Yeah.
from my perspective.
So Jason working his way, trying to close in on Astro here. I have a feeling this race is going to come down to these two drivers here.
Oh, there's
Maybe-
Another accident.
Yep, we
with-
do have a wreck further back here. That is, I'm trying to get back to it.
Kobe, Stewart, and Big Tex. But there's Kobe and Big Tex are going. Stewart was around.
Stewart, yeah, I got
So
spun.
that's Stewart. Panda is parked up on the infield, so I guess his race is done. Everyone still seems to be moving. Kobe is in 10th now, so it's still a net gain off the restart here. As we got a car in the wall hard off of turn 4, Kobe follows that line in. Not quite going to close up to Pat's Boy here, who is running 9th. Cobra is in 8th, Cactus 7th, Reflex 6th. Time Galaxy running 5th, trying to close in on Towers in 4th.
Race unfolding here. Some battles for the lead.
Yep, our top 3 have definitely pulled away by quite some margin. Has Jason fallen back? Jason has dropped back to 3rd.
Green's actually managing to make the move around. Yeah, Green's up into 2nd.
Green's got past Jason somehow. Meanwhile, back in 4th place, Towers now coming under pressure from, that is timed, but we gotta focus on the battle for the lead here, because Greens has a run on Astro. The driver who has had nothing go wrong all day and has led every single lap so far up to this point is about to get challenged for the lead here. Greens takes a quick peek. Not quite there. He would have had to get on the grass. Both drivers are in the wall. Jason didn't. He's got to run on them both.
Oh, 3-way battle for the lead. This is what we want. Jason going up the inside on Greens. He's going to take Greens on turn 3. Maybe on turn 4 they're keeping it wheel to wheel. Greens managing to keep
Greens
nose
with the run
just
off of turn
above
4 is going to
in
have him
front.
though.
Great defense there from Greens, just holding his car on the outside and keeping that momentum up.
Sneaking down.
Astro
Really
taking-
hard to do around here.
They are all taking the IndyCar line, trying to break the draft to one another. It is a
Gotta love
very
the IndyCar
close-knit
line.
battle. It is a very close-knit battle between the top 3. Astro, Greens, and Jason all know they have a shot at this win. They are and they've got another 30 laps to go to settle it between them, and they've all got to pit one more time.
Definitely interesting to see if Jason can profit off of the pits just as much as he did in the beginning. Or in the first round of pits.
Well, keep in mind, that early pit enabled him to essentially set qualifying laps, which he missed out on during the actual qualifying session, so he was able to close in right up to them and had a brilliant couple of outlaps.
Oh yeah, Jason's pace and free air here is
Green
near
slams the
unbeatable.
outside wall coming off of turn 1, as now Jason takes the peak. No, he's just going to get into his rear bumper off of 2.
Ooh, Greens.
Barely kept it out of the
Excellent
outside wall.
defense.
Jason gonna merge over just a little bit, try to get a little bit of a side draft. Nope, now he's gonna bump draft Greens going into turn 3. Greens sideways, what a save at high speed going into turn 3.
Ooh.
And all this is letting Astro just scoot away as much as he can. He knows that Jason is fast and he's gonna need everything to hold him off. Jason now to the very hard inside of Greens. Greens tries blocking, it's too late. Side drafting, contact going into turn 1. Jason lets him have it. Astro might have gone into... nope, caution's out, that's why.
Yeah, Jason here just trying as
Yeah,
hard as he can for clear air. That's
Yeah,
all
we
Jason needs.
We had a pile up in the short shoot between turns 3 and 4. Arrow Cobra involved in that one. Kobe also appears to be involved in it. He's down to 14th. And Stewart also down there. That's 2 of our main title battlers right now. That said, they don't have much further to go to catch up to 2nd place in points Bud Boy, who is running 13th and has just kind of been sitting there all day. And that number 28 Warner, not entire, yeah, 28 number 28 Warner Ford. TK Stoke in 12th. as they go past
Now,
Deed
are-
Sveeman in 18th, a lap down.
Are caution pits viable here? Maybe, because you go to
It's an
63 plus
It's an
8, that's
interesting
70.
scenario here. So, if the
This
fuel
is-
window is 28 laps, they are right on the number if they can make it or not. Astro chooses to stay out. Towers is the first of the takers. Everyone thinks you can't make it on fuel quite yet. Everyone's going to play it safe. Towers, if he can do a little bit of fuel saving, he might be able to go to the end here. And if this thing stays green, he could be in with quite a good shot, providing he's able to stay inside that delta, while also making sure that he saves enough fuel while doing that, so that way he can still make it to the end.
This
Because
will be
keep
a
in mind, this
very
race ends
interesting
on the start of
strategy
lap
race.
72.
If caution stays out for another lap, I have a feeling that the leaders might even pit here. Because then that might give enough distance to actually make it to the end without having to manage too heavily.
We've got a car smoking a little further back. I think that might have just been a car kind of sideways or warming up the rear tires. Not entirely sure why they're doing that. There's not
Best way
really
to
a
warm
need
up the rear
to.
tires by burning out.
It's also the quickest way to burn them right down off the contact patch, down to the carcass, and cause a blowout. Not that
That's
that's
not
a
what
thing
we're
in
worried
Forza.
about.
Yeah,
Exactly.
whatever.
Forza tires aren't that complicated.
Nope. It's you hit 100% and nope, I'm driving on ice now.
And it's I do like Forza's tire
Having-
model in that way,
having
where it
driven-
like
Having
gets
driven
like a
having driven a Porsche GT3 car on 100% tire wear at the Nürburgring, no less,
oh my
it is not fun to drive on literal ice.
no like
As
Forza tires go to like 0 to 75. You lose a little bit of performance, and then 100 you can't drive anymore.
Once you get above 95%, it's like, yeah, I need to pit. But if you end up hitting 100% tire wear, you've really got it.
Nope, there's rims now.
Yep. As it looks like we are actually going green here. Greens gets a pretty good jump and restart. Jason pushing them all the way into turn 1. They are all going to keep it relatively single file. Pointy with a great restart, up to 4th place now, getting alongside with Time Galaxy. Greens taking a look to the outside of Astro. Tires getting a bit sideways on Jason's bumper. He's going to drift it all the way through.
Oh,
No, he's not.
Green
He's going to lose it in
spins!
front of the pack.
Oh no!
And I'm not sure
there's
if
another spin.
There's like 3.
Oh
So-
no!
I'm pretty sure that's going to be a caution here. However,
Oh,
if I can
Green's
draw your
great.
attention to 2nd place now,
Green
Pointy Scroll
Scroll.
in the 4th manufacturer in GRL NASCAR Cup Series, that AMC Matador, is up to
In
2nd place.
second.
Pointy has always said, I want to bring AMC back to its glory days. Well, Pointy, this
He
is your
has the
chance.
shot.
You got about 25 laps to go here. This is your shot.
You've got
Lay
a
it to him
very
on the
good
restart
Astro in
and
front of
run
you.
away.
Well, I don't know. The problem is,
Yeah, pretty
Scroll's another person who needs to pit. This is exactly what those leaders that didn't pit wanted, though. Now they have a caution pit that is definitely going to get them to the end on fuel.
But you know what this also does? Those who have already pit are now going to be rebunched back up into the pack, and because they already pit, and this caution will probably save them just enough fuel to make it to the end, they can now go flat out, and they're now going to have track position.
I mean, it's great for the first caution pitters in every way,
Which, oh by
because
the
they
way,
took a risk that paid off.
Towers, who did pit under caution,
good.
is already up to 5th.
What? Oh, he is. That's such bad news for the leaders. Oh boy, Towers' race just completely turned on its head.
Being in the back pack now, he's at the front.
After he avoided that spin from Greens, yeah, played in his favor pretty well. Greens is actually probably going to be the biggest loser in all this, having not pit and also been spun to the back of the pack. So
Now, are the
it'll be
leaders going to
interesting
come into the
see
pits this lap?
It would be pretty stupid of them not to, as Astro looks
They're
like
gonna
he's
fake
gonna
it, they're gonna
actually
fake
pit.
it, they're gonna fake it, and they're not?
Jason, no, Astro, Pointy, and Reflex all stay out. Jason is literally the only car that pits.
Why? Why would
As
they not
Panda goes
pit
to get his
here?
lap back.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe
Pointy
they
and
want to be
Astro
extremely safe on the fuel run. Maybe it's actually the fuel standard is actually even lower than we
You know,
thought.
the thing is, they're gonna drop to last here, but at least they'll be last and with the pack. If they pit under green flag,
They're
they will
kinda
be
screwed.
last and a lap down. They'll never get those places back.
And knowing all these guys behind him from fourth on back, they have the pace. You're not gonna get
There
away
are
from
some
them.
very good drivers still out and have already pitted.
And then since Jason pit, he can move through this field pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. That
Top
is
three are
so
kinda
strange
stuck
to
out here.
me.
So Kobe probably going to be the one to watch on this restart. Restarting sixth, but is also quite aggressive on restart. Not to the same extent as some other drivers. I'm
See,
not mentioning
aggressive
names.
but good. Like aggressive but clean is
Aggressive but
fine.
legal.
Exactly.
He's legally aggressive. Like Joey Logano, as much as people don't want to admit it.
Max Verstappen, as much as people don't want to admit
You know
it.
what? Fine. Max Verstappen, even better example. Clean to the legal limit. Pushes the boundary, but doesn't overstep it.
This
have to leave
year,
the space.
pushing it.
Always.
Unlike the
up it.
Mercedes pit crew, who seems to have dropped off in their standards.
they played off in Spain.
No, if that isn't a shots fired call, I don't know what it is.
Maybe I should edit that and get the air horn.
Although I will say, as bad as the Mercedes pit crew themselves might be at times, you can't exactly you can't exactly blame their strategy. Actually, you know what? I can't even really give their strategist credit. It's just that Bottas is just quick enough to be able to
Germany
keep up with
2019,
Hamilton.
cough cough. Germany 2019.
That's what happens when you run a special livery at home. Never do
I'm
that.
so
Well, I mean,
I'm so worried for McLaren
just-
at Monaco.
it just seems like-
Please don't have the one-off curse. It looks so good.
well, if we get back to actual
Towers.
NASCAR here
Yeah,
instead of Formula One.
oh yeah,
green
we're
is
green
back
flag.
out. Towers is up to third on this restart.
The
Kobe
fresh tires.
thought about a look to the outside on Cactus, not quite going to do it. Bud Boy in seventh, looking on at a position here. Reflags, that's going to be 3 wide going through turn 2 on lap 1. That never
Tires is
ends
getting
well.
run on Pointy. It's just the fresh tires are working. And
Kobe
Kobe's
in the
going
draft
through.
of Cactus. Can he get past Reflex here? I think he might clear Reflex. Yep, he has cleared Reflex going into turn 3. Can he clear Bud Boy on the outside? Bud Boy's pushing up. They are getting tight. Contact. Kobe made the power move on the outside of turn 3. Bud Boy holds 6th position. Kobe now looking at Cactus to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. I'm
Towers got
thinking of
second.
the wrong race.
Tires just got around Pointy.
Everybody do the NASCAR shuffle.
Kobe up the inside of Cactus and Pointy now. Towers up to second. Pointy in that AMC trying to hold on to third. He's going to hold it for now. But Kobe's got to
going
run onto
all
the
the
back.
way.
And meanwhile, Jason is up to 11th.
Oh boy.
Working on silver for 10th. Stewart getting a bump draft and a half from Time Galaxy. Has nowhere to go with it. They are nearly 3 wide going to turn 3. As Jason already got shot by Big Tex, but Tex is going to run it very wide. Jason up to 8th. Yeah, right? Nope, 9th now. As he's going to get a bump draft from Stewart in that 99 Home Depot car. As he's now onto the back bumper of this 3-car pack of Bud Boy, Reflex, and Dean gets spun around by Reflex.
Ooh, Deed
Can he-
completely
and Pointy's around as well.
Oh, big
He
wreck.
got T-boned hard.
Big wreck.
And that
Race
should be a
Jason's up to
caution.
fifth.
Yeah, Jason's up to 5th with the power move on the outside of Bud Boy. I think he and Pointy got together, which is why that happened.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
Towers.
surprised. Yep, caution is out here big time.
Yeah,
So
Astro's screwed
Jason,
here.
having pit, now has... Oh, nope. Bud Boy's back up to 5th. Jason's 6th at the time of caution. So,
Astro, it's gonna have
to all those who chose not to pit under those last 2 yellows, you kind of got to come and pit now, because we got 20 laps to go as we cross the line. You can definitely make it on this amount of fuel. Perfect opportunity for you to pit. Only bad news is that you've now got at least 2 people who will be staying out and will be very quick. That
Actually,
in
rest of the
Jason
field should
and
be
Towers.
fine. Rest of the field should be fine. The thing is, they realized the tire difference isn't too much, as we saw the last restart. The tires, Towers and Kobe, they moved through the field pretty quickly. Same with Jason. Not gonna be able to move through the field pretty quickly.
So this should be quite easy here, as it appears Cheddar has had something come up, so he has left the booth. Cheddar has left the property. So once again, thank you to showing up, Cheddar. Great, always great working with you. We'll see you next time if you're still watching stream. So me and Mystic will bring you the rest of the flag-to-flag coverage here, as we have under 20 laps to go. Oh, is that... Not did Mystic leave as well? Alright, so it's just me and Powers. We got this.
Yeah, we got this. We'll be fine.
Alright. Jason taking the access road in turn 3?
Conserving fuel, I guess.
Not that that really does much other than a slightly shorter line, but okay. Maybe knock a few cons up onto the track, try to screw with a couple of the guys, but okay, his call.
Fine games.
So, quick running order just to get everyone caught back up in terms of where everyone's running. Astro, being the dominant car of the day that he has been, is running 2nd. Towers, the first car who can make it to the end here on fuel, running 2nd. Kobe running 3rd. And Kobe stays out. Astro seems to be the only one that pits. Astro is the only one with a brain, it seems. So Towers is now going to be leading the field to green here. Kobe 2nd, Cactus 3rd, Bud Boy 4th, Jason 5th, Stewart 6th, Time Galaxy 7th, Big Tex 8th, Silver 9th, and Stoke 10th.
All that stayed out can make it to the end.
You sure about that?
Yeah, they pitted. All these people pitted under caution.
When?
The first caution and the second caution. For this.
First caution came out on, like, what, lap 30?
No, I'm talking about the first caution before this. If you look at the fuel difference.
How much fuel are they at, though, right now?
80%. Yeah, all of them can make it to the end.
Okay. I guess we've had so many cautions that it works for them. Okay. That'll be interesting to see here. I'm still not entirely sold that they'll be able to make it to the end, but I know that at least 3 people will, as of right now, that being Towers, Jason, and whoever just now pitted.
Yeah, the ones that pit when Towers pitted, 10 people followed him.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay. So field seems to be all caught up now. I believe we'll be able to go back to green here. Panda's 19th, Pointy Scroll 18th, Deed Spearman 17th, GGA Reflex 16th, Green's a lot 15th, Astro is 14th after just pitting, Cobra last car to stay out, and 13th, Pat's Boy 12th, Demon Lord 11th, and I have already gone through the top 10 already. So, Towers, on this restart, what can he do leading the field to green? It's his first time leading the field to green here today in that number 63 Akron's Mobile 1 Ford. Green flag is back out. Kobe with a nice push to Towers going into turn 1. Bud Boy with a nice launch on the inside up to 3rd. Jason up to 4th. Cars dipping tires in the grass. We got one around at least in turn
Oh, that's
1.
a pile up.
Oh, is it? Yes, that is a pile up. Kobe on the inside of Towers. Can he have him cleared before the caution comes out? Jason up to 3rd. Caution's out. I'm not sure who they're going to classify as leading at the time of caution. It looks like Towers had that by just a bit. They might actually call this a false, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Nope, they're not calling it a false because, who is that? That was
Yes.
Cactus, who had restarted 3rd, is now down to 5th. Dropping behind Bud Boy and Jason. So, Jason, personally, I think is in the catbird seat because he has shown that he is one of, if not the quickest driver of the top 5 right now. Although, that said, Kobe could be quite a surprise here.
Yeah, he had the pace early on.
So it'll be interesting to see who actually wins this. I personally think it's going to come down between Kobe and Jason now at this point. I think Astro, while he's been quick and has been the dominant car all day, there is only 15 laps to go here. So
Unless he gains position under each caution, then I don't see it happening.
yeah, Astro is going to need to have the restart of the century here in order to gain enough positions and not have to work through as much traffic. As it seems we're having some discrepancies between Kobe and Towers as to who was leading at the time of caution, which, to be fair to them, they were side by side. Stewart running 6th. Again, still pretty strong day for him.
Been very quiet, but been showing up here and there.
It's a quiet day, but it's been a consistent day. He's not really ever dropped outside of the top 10 except for under the pit cycle. So all very well and good for him in that beautiful Home Depot car. Time Galaxy, let's talk about him for a sec. Started somewhere in the top 10, still running top 10. Again, quiet day. You don't really hear much of him in the GRL Cup Series, but I know he does like to run NASCAR quite a lot. He is a very competent driver. He always very clean, always very respectful. Could be a very good day for him running 7th place right now.
Yeah, this is a really good race for him today.
Big Tex running 8th right now. Who was then the BC that I also just heard? Hey, Mystic's back.
Hey,
Yep, I had a bit of a technical issue on my end.
Okay.
Alright, good to know. So it won't be just me and Powers bringing you back to the end here. As they come off of turn 4. Not sure what that person was doing. Just attack the wall, but either way, I think we're about to go green here. Big Tex, his, I believe, GRL NASCAR Cup Series debut, running 8th. Could be better, could be worse. You know what? I think that's a respectable day for him. Green flag is back out. Towers with the launch of the century has already got a car length and a half to Kobe as they go into turn 1. Bud Boy, we got 2 cars. Hard, that's another pile up. That was a hard look to the outside wall for someone. Yep, caution's already back out.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised
wouldn't
if they called that a false, because that was midway through turn 1.
Yeah.
Yep, I was about to say the same. Towers, Kobe, Bud Boy, and Jason. Towers, Kobe, Bud Boy, and Jason all hold position. Stewart now up to 5th. Tex up to 6th. Astro is up to 7th. I said he needed the restart of the century. Apparently he got it. That worked out for him. He might actually be a factor in this thing yet.
Well, he did also get 4 cars in front of him into the wall.
That does help. Cactus, it looks like, might have been caught up in that wreck. He is now 9th as Tex doing something, not entirely sure what. Stoke is in 10th. Cobre, our series host, is 11th. Pets Boy, 12th. Excuse me. Green's 13th, Silver running 14th now, I think, and I think we just got into the cars that were involved in that massive pileup. So Silver 14th, Demon Lord 15th, Reflex 16th, Time Galaxy 17th, Pointy Scroll 18th, and Pandas rounds out the grid in 19th as he goes to get a lap back.
Now, a driver we should talk about, Cobra. He was fast in qualifying, but this race just been very unlucky.
You said Cobra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, just wanted to clarify. There are a bunch of people with kind of similar sounding names, so it does tend to get a little bit mixed up here.
That does happen.
That number 2X Toyota, it's a Ford. Goodness gracious me. It's a Target Ford. The T for Target and Toyota. There you go. That's my excuse. The number 2 Target Ford. I believe this to be a new paint scheme of his.
Yep.
Or he ran it very early on in the season and I just hadn't known about it. Overall, just kind of been another quiet day. Just kind of tail end of the top 10 here at times. Again,
he has top 5 pace, but just been very unlucky.
That, and to be fair to him, none of his main title rivals are ahead of him. Or, nope, sorry, I lie. Both of them are ahead of him. Bud Boy is in 3rd, Stewart in 5th. This could be a very good day for Bud Boy here. If he holds that 3rd position, there is still hope in it yet for him to win this title.
Has Bud Boy ever won yet?
I think it might have been a Daytona race. Otherwise, I don't think so. As they come off of turn 4 here, it looks like we are going to go green. Bud Boy at about 60% fuel here. Let me just check tires. How much is tires? They are all at 60% fuel, it seems. Green flag back out now. As,
Bud Boy's just walking right there.
Yep, Bud Boy throws a huge block on Jason. Jason does takes a peek up the inside, not quite there yet. And we've actually made it through turn 1 this time. That's a good sign. Kobe, looking to the inside of towers, not quite there. He's going to sit in the draft. He's inside the air bubble, though. Kobe inside the bubble of towers, though. He might take a quick peek. No, he's going to back off going into turn 3, try to focus on the exit. Jason up to 3rd now. Or nearly up to 3rd now. Still side by side with Bud Boy. He is holding on to that for dear life, is Bud Boy. Nope, Bud Boy now tags the wall off of turn 4. That is that. Kobe closing in a little bit. We got a car all the way down to the inside wall. I think that's Stewart, yep. It is getting very close here.
It is crunch time. Oh, Astro's up to 4th.
Astro up to 4th, and Towers goes around off the nose of Kobe. Jason up to 1st. Towers gets to the back of Kobe. That was a save and a half. Jason defends to the grass. Astro looks to the outside. He is there. The two titans of today's race, side by side going through turn 3. Jason holds on to it for now. But he's going to wash up high, just barely keeps it out of the wall. Astro takes a wide entry going into 4, trying to focus on that apex, maximize the radius of the corner. Jason tags the wall off of turn 4. Astro now going to get a little bit of a arrow push from Kobe as he takes a run to the outside of Jason. Not quite there yet, as we got, 12 laps to go now.
Yeah, we're now through a pack. They're just pulling away from the field now.
Top 3 running away as we predicted. The 3 quickest guys all race long. Kobe, Astro, and Jason. All duking it out now to try to take the top spot. It is crunch time as we said. Kobe takes an early apex, runs it right the way out to the outside wall, gets a good run on Astro, who is being held up by Jason a bit. Jason focusing on tight and defensive lines going through every single one of these corners. As he knows as long as he can hold the outside, it's going to be very hard for them to get past. He defends like crazy, trying to break the slipstream coming down the front straightaway. Astro nearly to his rear bumper now. Kobe closing in a little bit. Jason in the wall. Astro's going to close in a bit as they go into turn 2. Astro nearly on the apron. He's going to try to pull the slide drop. They're both in the wall. Kobe nearly in the grass. He's on the apron. Kobe tucks in behind Astro, gives him a shot down the back straightaway. He might just push him off into turn 3, try to sail it up the inside. No, he's going to back it off. Kobe, being the clean racer that he is going to give Astro the breathing space, but that's put Jason right on his back bumper now. Jason that has gone from the defender to the attacker. Kobe just barely nicks the outside wall, but Jason followed him through. Jason has lost the run and is now outside the bubble. He's going to push Kobe right up to Jason now. Or, sorry, Jason's going to push Kobe up to Astro. Goodness gracious, there are too many names. Astro has to hold on to this. The dominant car all day. Don't bottle it like Kyle Larson does in just about every single cup race this season.
Yep.
Kobe sticking in that draft. As long as he can stay there, he still has a shot. 10 laps to go as they come into turn 3 again. Astro runs it wide. Kobe follows him through. Jason had a tighter line. He's got a run coming into turn 4. Nowhere to go, though. Astro on the rumble strips as they go through the corner. Kobe did not get a great run. Jason trying to close in, but that air bubble is so strong he can't close it anymore. Jason trying to peek out and get some clean air back to that bumper. Not quite there. Kobe runs it wide. He's missed the apex. He's got to check up. Jason to the inside now. Jason will have him cleared going down the back straightaway. And now the focus turns to that battle for first. Jason has cleared Kobe. He's got a run on Astro as well. Astro runs the middle of the track, nicks the outside wall on entry. He's run it wide. Jason closing in again. Less than 50 feet separate bumper to bumper now. They are matching lines.
Oh,
Astro attacks the wall. Jason has a run. Looks to the inside. To the outside. Back to the inside. Not quite there. Bumper to bumper as they go through turn 1.
Even though they're fighting, they're still send the fastest laps on track right now.
Jason is looking to get past at any cost. He is closing in as much as he can, and Kobe is right on his bumper to try to push him up there. We would look back to the battle mid-pack because I know there's a large gaggle of cars. You might be able to see it on the mini-map, but we're going to focus right up front, folks, and give you this battle for the lead. Jason looks to the inside. He's there. He's on the grass. He's sideways. They wreck. Kobe gets through. Astro is around. Jason has lost all momentum. I'm not sure that will be a yellow unless
2 more cars
a
back.
bunch of other cars get caught up.
2 more cars hit Astro.
That might be enough for a caution. I'm not sure. I'm going to wait to see if Kobe slows down. He's still going. I'm not sure it's out. Folks, I think they're still green.
I just disconnected from the session and missed all of that.
Oh, Kobe slows down.
No,
Kobe slows down.
caution is out. That is it. Caution is out. With just about 5 laps to go now. This is going to come down to a green-white checker. Kobe leads over Jason, who has been so aggressive, yet so quick all day. He has felt the lead. He has grazed it with his fingertips. He can feel it. He can taste the victory. He has come so close every single weekend. Every single race this weekend. He won Formula E on Friday. What was Saturday? Saturday was Corvette Cup. He pulled a Martin and pit on the final lap and lost that one to yours truly.
I disconnected and missed all of that.
Didn't race in 80s IMSA, but actually, did he?
I don't
Was
think
Jason
so.
in 80s IMSA?
Jason,
Wasn't sure. Not sure if Jason raced 80s IMSA. Green flag is back. Wait, is it back up?
No, they got 1 more car.
No, it's not. Kobe thought it was out, and he took a quick bolt, but immediately backed it back down.
Speaking of people that came out of nowhere, Towers is back in 3rd. I saw him come up to 4th after dropping down to 8th. He's moving back through the field.
And let's not forget Stewart in that Home Depot car, just looking for a solid point stay, running 5th. He's out of the top 3 in points right now. He is running the best out of all of them. Stewart is in 5th. The next closest is, oh my goodness, they are far back. Bud Boy is back in 15th, and Cobra is in 17th. If
Oh no.
If Stewart can hold that position, he might put himself back in the title fight. I said earlier in the broadcast, there was only 67 points in it between him and Cobra. This could nearly half that amount of points. Towers is running 3rd right now. Cactus is 4th. Deed Spearman after.
Astro
what is
DNF'd.
Oh no. The dominant car all day.
Kyle Larson.
Yep. What a shame. Panda's still running last place in 18th right now. Cobra 17th. TK Stoke 16th. Pat's Boy 14th. Greens 13th. Demon Lord 12th. Pointy Scroll and that AMC is 11th. And Tex holding on to that top 10. But back out front, Kobe leads him to green. Green flag's back out. Towers did not go. No one went, never mind. One more lap because Panda is getting his lap back. My apologies. I'm getting too excited.
So I think we're gonna start with 5 laps to go.
I think we're on 5 laps to go right now, so we'll restart with 4.
Oh no.
This is going to be a close one, folks. As Mike Joy would say, Grandma, put your teeth in your pocketbook for this one.
I think this is going to be a few stellar laps, and I think with 3 to go, I think they stopped calling cautions. So we're going to be pretty close.
This will be the final restart here today. Kobe, looking for his 2nd win in the GRL NASCAR Cup Series, looking to hold on to that 100% win rate. He's only shown up once in one race before this. He won that in in a very similar underdog fashion as well. He has a very realistic shot at this win. I've raced him before here at this track in unofficial events. He is fast, but so is Jason. This is going to come down between the two of them. It is going to be a David versus Goliath battle. Jason and that Rainbow Warriors number 24 versus Kobe and that number, 65 Pepsi Chevrolet. Who's going to win it? It all comes down to these next 4 laps. As they come down the front straightaway now, Kobe leads them to green for what should be the final time. Green flag back in the air. Towers with a great restart. That's going to help Kobe out immensely. Jason is going to have to run the high side. Towers is up to 2nd. Pushing on the back of Kobe. He better hope Towers doesn't take it to the inside. Kobe defends low. Cactus looking at Jason for 3rd. Kobe gets barely turned sideways. He gets put in the wall by Towers. Jason is through. Jason up to 1st. Cactus now to 2nd. Kobe has lost it because Towers had put him in the wall. Stewart now giving Kobe a bump draft down the back straightaway. And Stewart sends it in on both of them. Jason might have just got handed this win. Stewart makes contact. 4 wide off of turn 4.
Oh boy.
Reflex around and he's just... Nope, then massive contact. Stewart and Pointy and Kobe are all floundering. Cobra up to 8th. Nearly spins out Pointy. We got 1 car around. I think that's
Cactus.
That was Cactus that went around. Dean Spearman in the 34 is up to 2nd. Timed Galaxy up to 3rd.
Where did
Gotta
Cobra
run.
come from? Season 6 place.
Cobra out of nowhere. Cobra up to 6th at this rate is going to extend his points lead. No, never mind. Stewart got through. Cobra's got a problem. He's slowing down. Oh, no, caution's out. That's why. We're going to take one quick crack at this, folks, it seems.
That's boy. 4th place.
My microphone was muted, but I called out that Jason was slowing down.
Oh.
So
that probably would help. Alright. So this should be a final restart. With, how many laps to go is this?
There'll be 2.
2. Oh, yeah. Wait, 2? Yeah, when they go green flag.
No,
yes.
3. No, 3, because we got to complete lap 69, lap 70, and lap 71, so 3.
I thought we stopped on 72.
Yeah, complete lap 71, that's what I said, so 3 laps to go here.
Oh yeah.
If we go green this time.
It is green.
Which we are. Deed Speedman looks to the outside, not quite going to get there. Timed, has a run up to 3rd, still running 3rd, gets a nice push from Kobe. Kobe gets very loose on Towers. They are 3 wide now.
Oh,
One
Pat's
car
boy's
around, that's
flying.
Pat's boy. Timed might actually have a shot at Jason here. He's got to run. Time's got to run at Jason. And the air bubble is kicked in. Time drops back a little bit. If he sends it into this corner, he might have a shot. Jason very loose on entry, but Timed runs it way too wide. Kobe's got a chance at back at 2nd. And Jason is going to try to run away now. That aggressive tactic seems to have worked. Although it was probably helped out quite a bit by Towers getting into Kobe, who's now running 3rd after that complete mess. With 2 laps to go now. Kobe trying to close in on Timed. Can't quite get there in turn 1. He's got to have a very nice run through turn 2, but he gets in the grass. He's going to push out wide. Has sacrificed his run because he took such a tight line in the grass. Timed is still on the back bumper of Jason. He has a slight run. Does he do anything with it? Not quite. He's going to try the high line in turn 3. Jason pushes wide, but he still gets the run off the corner. Kobe sends it in on time. He's in the grass. They're going to make it through, but only just time to get into the wall a little bit. White flag here at Indianapolis. Side by side for 2nd. Kobe on the inside. He's going to need a power lap if he wants any shot at this win. Kobe sent it in. He's cleared. Timed. Slightly tagged the wall. I think he still might have a shot, but only just. Timed and Deed are side by side for 4th. Time gets in the wall. Deed should have that run on him. Back to the front now. Kobe trying to close in, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. 2 corners to go. Jason has a massive lead. Unless he gets into the wall, I think he's got it. Off a coming through turn 4 now. Jason comes through, and he's going to clear the wall. He's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, from last to first, Racing Jason wins it at Indianapolis.
That took away
And
Kobe's.
what a one it was.
Kobe lost his 100% record, but still good to finish 2nd place after all of that.
And Kobe goes from a 100% win record to a 50% win record, just like that.